Alright, the mistake I've made with the last burn test with the wood pellets was I'd used far too much. Now it's putting 2 handfuls, which works out at less than 150 grams. Then we'll see how that goes, because I've actually been able to make coffee with that quantity of wood chips a few moments ago. Now we'll just see whether we can get some more from this. Start with small flames in the middle, then they start to creep up the side of the container, and after about 7 minutes we end up with the full gas stove reaction. So we'll see how it goes. Just a moment please. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. We've got a good bed of burning stuff at the bottom, and the flames are just starting to come up the sides of the tin. We'll see how it progresses. This is starting to look interesting because the flames start to lap up above the top of the tin. It's when we've got the flames appearing to come from the top of the tin itself, then we know we're there. And this is just with what? 1-2 handfuls of wood pellets. See how it goes, just a moment. Oh, it's picking up already, hang on. Let's keep the camera on this, see if we can actually catch it reaching full power with this load of chips, with this load of pellets. And bearing in mind it's only been like about ½ inch worth of wood pellets at the bottom. Alright, let's see if we can get a real... We're almost there. The flame colour is 50% yellow, 50% blue, so basically blue flames with streaks of yellow. Occasionally we start to get the appearance that seems to be coming out of the jets, just occasionally. Now that means it's much closer. Remember the quantity we've used here, it's only like a couple of handfuls just lining the bottom of the stove. Right, almost there. We've got some good signs, the flame height is increasing, still very variable, we've got a bit of variable wind tonight. Now I don't know whether you can see that much more of it, seems to be licking around the air vents, the air jets as they call them. Almost. It's really trying to now, isn't it? I think that's probably the closest we're going to see for a little while. All a bit clean, renewable and all the rest of it. Still can't do this indoors. When the wind actually stops, you can see it's trying to just take up the whole of the mouth of the stove, and yet the jets are actually working brilliantly. So the secret of using wood pellets in this tiny, well, smallish stove is to only line the bottom with a couple of layers. It's not to fill it right up to the top, because otherwise you stop the airflow and it takes forever. Now, this is actually quite an impressive quantity and quality of flame. And all of it natural, environmentally friendly. There's a lot of blue in there. A lot of blue indeed. Now it's almost perfect just a couple of minutes later, and the vast majority of it is coming out from the top of the stove the way it should. So it is a wood-gas reaction, as well as probably a bit of flaming matter coming from the burning bit underneath. And it's doing so well now. Experiment with adding another ½ handful of wood pellets to see if we can get a continuous burn. Okay, I've added that. Now the flame colour is much less iridescent now, and it's much more blue. So it's a quieter colour, less light being given off, and much more blue present in the flame. Now the flames are very transparent. There's a lot of blue in it, very sort of soft, almost pastel colour to it. Let's add another ½ handful. Let's see if we can keep it going. Just a little bit. Don't want to do too much. It's showing the signature of wanting to go out, which is not good. just prod the flames, prod the glue around it, make sure it carries on going. Stable. Blue flame flecked with yellow, sort of almost pastel-y colour. And you know, that's hot. I've boiled water for tea using this method. And I'm probably going to do something like my porridge, see if I can do that on it as well. But I don't know if you can see the fact that there's actually, you know, the jets are actually doing their job properly, keeping the flame alive and burning off the smoke. Yes, warm. During the last successful burn test of this small quantity method, I kept flame going nicely for a very long time indeed, enough to, you know, make more water for my tea. So it's actually beautiful. Just remember how little fuel I use with it though. And that's all from wood pellets, as used in pellet stoves. Theoretically, if I could invent a machine that could have like a hopper and it could have a time release mechanism, I could probably have addition of fuel on a regular basis to keep the combustion going. Another half handful, see what we can do there. I hope this will probably some more smoke. See how it goes. Because the smoke gets burned off, and that just adds to the fire. It's not just a question of thinking about the flame pattern, which is overly sexy in this case. We can think about the flame height as well, which is tremendous. Really good flame height. So if you imagine all of that licking around the bottom of your pot, that could definitely make your tea and your coffee, couldn't it? You should be able to see the blackness here and the fresh stuff I just added. Flames possibly just streaming off the top of the stove, properly, all coming out of the vents, Nice flare-ups with the gusts of the wind. And there's a stable, solid flame.